My homeboy hit me up, hey, what you got going on? We finna do some skits. I said, man, I ain't doing nothing. He said, man, we in Arlington. We out your way, right? I said, will y'all send me the low? Let me see how far you away. So he sent me the location. They like 15 minutes from me. I was like, who spot y'all at? He say, my homeboy, homegirl. And then I said, man, call me real quick. Because I want to hear the background noise. I don't know if y'all like me. I want to know who all over there, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm already probably going to tap out if it's too many people. But I want to hear what's going on in the background, right? So when he called me, I heard, if you know what that noise is, then you know they playing Big Boogie in the background. That's why I made the post about Big Boogie. Because I was getting ready to do, they playing Big Boogie in the background. I heard some, go, I know what that means. I know what that means. Hold on. It's some certified twerkers over there. They the ones in control of the remote control and got Big Boogie on. All I see is, in my head, just out the background. I said, I'm finna come through real quick. I'm gonna pull up on y'all real quick, right? He was like, all right. He don't know I'm coming because I done heard the Big Boogie. I said, I'm on my way over. And if y'all remember, I made the post and I said, if they listen to the Big Boogie, y'all remember, I said they cheaters. That's what I said on the post. It's about 2 weeks ago. It's still up. I said if they listen to the Big Boogie or going to see Big Boogie, I said they cheaters. And it was because she was a cheater. Listen. I hurry up, jump in the Nissan. You hear me? I'm talking about pull out. Even though the Nissan don't sound like that, right? I pull up. When I pull up, I'm asking him where to park at, because there's 3-4 cars out here already parked off on the side of the road. Now, I don't like going to places where they don't have HOAs. I done got a little bougie out here. So when I go into a neighborhood and there's a bunch of cars parked on the side of the road, I'm scared to park mine on the side of the road because I don't want to get sideswiped out here in the hood because somebody done came through here and was a little tipsy or didn't nobody had no ring light. They done scraped you a little bit. They done pulled out. There's too many cars out here. Then the roads got cracks in it and all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't like parking on side of roads. And I be wondering what kind of neighborhood it is. So look, check this out. So I'm like, man, where can I park at? He was like, man, just park on the side of the road. I'm finna come out. I'm finna come get you. So I park on the side of the road where it ain't a whole bunch of cars there yet. So I'm wondering, I'm like, so we doing skits or is this like a little house party or whatever, right? I done got fresh, you know what I'm saying? I done put my Gucci guilty on and everything, you know what I'm saying? I done shaved my face a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Shaved my head. I got on my brand new hat, you know what I'm saying? Fresh or whatever, you know, and then I got my swim truck shorts on, you know what I'm saying, just in case if I see something, if I jump on me, you know what I'm saying, the middle of my body gonna jump up soon as I see her looking. See, I can do it on command. So if I'm looking at you, you looking at me, and we looking at each other, I can tell the middle of my body going to jump up real quick. He gonna boom, at attention. I'm talking about, I'm in full-fledged control of what to do, of when to do it, and how I want to do it. So if I see somebody I like and I'm just chilling, jump up, boom, he up there. It's on and popping. So look, so when my homeboy come out, let me tell you the first thing I know about my homeboy. When my homeboy come out the house, he got on all his jewelry. So when I noticed he got on all his jewelry, I said, oh yeah, this ain't a skit. Y'all done invited these girls over here and said y'all was content creators because y'all trying to get some. Yeah, y'all trying to bone these girls. Y'all remember that word back in the day? Y'all trying to bone. That's what you're trying to do. So my homeboy walk out and he got his company. I'm talking about got his rings on and everything, grill, jewelry. I said, what's up, bro? Yeah, bro, you should have been pulled up. I said, man, what's up? Who all in there? Man, look, he get the name and boom, boom, boom. He say one girl name. I said, you talking about girl that mess with such and such? They were just, listen, commercial break me, please. The people that I'm talking about, they had just got into it online, but they were trying to transition over to the other little app. Yeah, the big junk, the OL junk. They were trying to transition over. So I seen some of the action, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I seen, you know what I'm saying? She had some of that 2005 coochie though. It was given in some of the positions that I seen. It was given kind of dry. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a water sprinkler. It wasn't a splash pad. It wasn't none of that. Some of the videos, depending on the position, she was most definitely a spit starter. But she was fine though. She was fine. So look. So my homeboy, he say, what's up, Keith? I said, oh, you talking about what's name that mess with such? He was like, yeah, I've been trying to get her in the skit, you know, her and dude, such and such. They still, but I don't know what they got going on. He said, look at you. I'm looking at his eyes a little low. I said, what y'all do? Y'all been smoking too? Man, bro, I'm talking about, bro, I done got the whole house high. I said, the girls too? The girls high? They been drinking too? The skits? I said, oh yeah, let's go on in here. Soon as we hit the door, I heard Big Bull. Everybody just a damn. I walk in, right? I turned the bow leg from a 7 to a 10. I'm Jordan in game 3 instantly. I got the Jordan 1s on with the sock, with the hoochie daddy swim trunks on. As soon as I seen her, she seen me. We seen each other. I told my man on command, just jump a little bit. Just chill right now. But most definitely, see if her eye drop down from looking at you to the middle of your body. After that, we'll tease her the rest of the night. Because I'm going to tease at her, right? So when I look over at her, boom. She was like, hey. I was like, oh, what's up with you? Instantly, jump up my man. I just get him to do it twice. I just You know what I'm saying? When she looked me up and down. She gonna say, I like your shoes. You trying to double take. You already looked down at the middle of my body. You made it like you were looking at my shoes. Then you had to come back up from the shoes and you had to look at the middle of my body again. You thought I didn't examine what was going on, right? So she looked at the middle of my body again. Boom, she put her arm around me like she one of the homies. And then she what's up with, she put her arm around me like this here. I said, see, I don't like women that think they the homeboy. And then she get to doing this here. Like I said, oh, and she's a shooter. I said, oh, she's a shooter. I said, oh, she most definitely one of the guys, right? So then she hit me with that, like, dang, you smell good. I said, he most definitely got her on that. I said, what you, by the time she done did all that, I said, what you drinking? She was like, oh, hey, I almost said my homeboy. She tell my homeboy, hey, give him. I said, no, I said, I don't want nothing to drink. I said, I'm cool. I said, I'm just chilling. Well, why you don't want to drink? I said, I came over here for the skit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see what's up, though. What's up with you? She said, what you mean? I said, what's up with you? Quit playing with me. Quit playing with you, boy. Ain't nobody playing with you. She was like, so what we doing? And then she get to, y'all know how they do the little twerk and then they stick the tongue out, right? She just popped down real quick and did the little commercial break me. Why do women, they twerk for like 5 or 6 seconds, then they stick the tongue out, they look at each other and start laughing? What exactly is that? Like, I don't know what that is, right? But to me, that's your easy. When you do that, that let me know, oh yeah, she's going. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't know what that means, but when you pop down real quick, you do a little boom, 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 then you turn around and then all y'all get to laughing and stuff. To me, you're easy. That's what it means. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't put the Don Julio on top of your head. I don't know what's going on, right? So at this point, I walk over. I'm hollering at the rest of my home. Hey, there it is right there. That's exactly what they say. Then they say, hey, yeah, that what. So I go over and dab my other homeboys up. I pull in, what's up, Nick? I pull in on one of my homeboys. He said, oh, girl, here. He said, that's the only reason why you here. I said, who? I play him out because I know he been on the 2, right? I know he been on the 2. So at that point, now I gotta turn around and examine who giving coochie print in here. Excuse me, now I'm just gonna be honest with you now. I'm most definitely a print watcher now. And y'all know I'm a straight shooter. So I turn around and examine the room to see who giving coochie print in here. Cause I can tell you, they all got their shorts on. Listen, they all got their shorts on. I don't know what they done. I don't know what the details of the skit is exactly. I just know we all supposed to be doing skits, but it looked like they in here getting these folks and getting these women intoxicated and high so they can flirt with them, and then after the skit, they can do what they want to do. So I know I need to go on and do what I need to do, and I need to get out of the way. And my move is, I'm just gonna get cause I got the Instagram. I'm gonna go and get the number, you know what I'm saying? So We in there, of course, they bring up Traps. Commercial break me, please. If you ain't watch my series, Traps on Tubi, go watch Traps on Tubi. So the girl with the dude say, dang, what's up? When you gonna let me get in Traps? I said, what's up, Moses? She was like, when you gonna let me get in Traps? I said, can you act? I said, can you act? She was like, yeah, I can act. She called my homeboy over here. Go on and tell him, go on, because I've been asking them to tell you I wanted to get in Trap. They keep on telling me they were going to hit you up. They ain't never hit you up and did this and that. I said, man, homie, you ain't never tell me. My guy said, man, I kept telling them, man, to DM you, man. I don't want to just make nobody feel like they could just come straight to me, and then I come straight to you, bro. I don't be wanting to make you feel like whatever, right? So when he say that, I ain't even got to pull it. I ain't even got to go in all of these answers to get the number. I pulled my phone out. What's the number? She said, give me your phone. She take the number. I lay back. You know what I'm saying? One leg up. You know what I'm saying? I tell my man, jump up again. My man jump up. I'm talking about mid. He already thick. Listen to me. Long, wide, strong. I'm talking about with the hoochie daddy swim trunks on. She take the number. I said, you got it? I said, save it in there, put your name in there, / put Dallas on there, you know what I'm saying? So I know, because everybody I got / Dallas, I know they trying to act. She was like, nah, I ain't finna do that. I'm finna put Red in there. I said, well, go on, put your name. Damn, I done put that girl's nickname out there like So she put the number, look. She put the number in there and give it back to me, right? She was like, why you standing there like that? I was like, I'm trying to check you out. I can't, dang, I'm trying to see what's up. I had to stand back a little bit. She was like, boy, I ain't finna. She was like, girl, what we doing? She turned around and do the little twerk again. This is what I noticed then. I done examined the coochie prints. Everybody coochie print is out. Everybody coochie print is out. What I hadn't examined is the wigs and the baby swiggles. When I started looking at the wigs and the baby swiggles in the room, I noticed all of them had the same hairdo, had to have the same beautician, if I said it right. I looked around and I said, oh, everybody got the exact same wig, exact same swiggle right here and right here. They all use the exact same toothbrush or the exact same little brush with a whole bunch of edge control on it. So when I seen that, listen to me, I said, they've been fighting them edges. They've been fighting them baby swiggles for about 2 weeks. They was a little crusty. You know when they get to coming up a little bit. You've been doing all this dancing, you've been smoking, you drinking, and now your baby swiggles is starting to come up a little bit. They need a touch up. So I'm looking and I'm like, oh, you twerking, you turn around, hey, your baby swiggles is coming up. You're going. You're most definitely, you're easy. You're easy. If a man coochie print out, baby swiggles crusty and coming up off your head, you twerk 7.5 seconds, you turn around, you stick your tongue out, and all your friends say, hey, you're going. You're easy. That's and then the other friend got the Don Julio bottle on the top of her head as if she paid for it. This is one of my homeboys. Y'all over here doing all of this extraness for nothing. Whole time, they just want some coochie from y'all. So, look, check this out. So I done got the number. We shoot the little skit or whatever, right? We shoot the little skit. I'm not the one who play up under women. See, I'm laid back, low key. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make you feel rejected to an extent. You trying to figure out, dang, why I came, took care of the business and left. So I'm getting ready to leave. The girl, you know what I'm saying? I already got the number. She was like, dang, you finna go? I'm like, yeah. She step outside with me real quick. Give me a hug. I tell the middle of my body, stand up. My man, stand up. She said, I said, it's right. She was like, what's all that about? I was like, I guess he happy to see you. She was like, well, when he gonna be happy to see me again? I said, that's up to you. She said, well, you got my number. I said, all right, bet that. I'm off, you know what I'm saying? Bow leg from a 7 to a 10. I know she watching me, right? I know she watching me. So I turn around and look back, you know what I'm saying? She on the phone. I heard her say, dang, I'm almost done. We just doing a skit. Why you blowing my phone up? I said, see, there go another thing right there. I said, see, these men don't even realize when you be pushing them in the hands of another man. I done already heard what's going on. I ain't even finna bring that up. But when I do get her on the phone, I ain't finna say nothing now. But when I do get her on the phone, man, what's up? What dude was tripping about? You out here trying to take care of your business. I know my homeboy and them gave you something for the skit. He calling you tripping or what? Because he always thinks something did this and that. I love an insecure man with a good woman. I'm telling you something. It ain't nothing like an insecure man with a good woman who don't know that it don't take much when she done dealt with it. Commercial break me, please. Let me put y'all up on game, my boy. It don't take much to take a woman from a man who insecure. I promise you, you want to know every move, you questioning everything. You putting your hands on that woman's car hood to see how hot it is. Listen to me. It don't take much, because an insecure man also, you doing things that you emotionally abusing her too. You doing certain things where it's not gonna take much. The only thing it's gonna take is a couple of compliments, some encouragement, and if that woman do start put that man in the friend zone a little bit, and when she start venting about their relationship, and then she realize, cause I'm gonna tell you something, when a woman sit up under an insecure man for a long time, what she'll try to do is she'll start acting in a way to try to give him the reassurance where he don't have to be insecure. She gonna start overextending herself. But then when she started talking to her, she get a little homeboy that's a friend, work boyfriend or something, and he started showing her that insecurity is, hey, hold on, he did what? He said what? Now that's doing too much. You ain't even that type of girl, and then you like, why would you, when he hit you with why you even dealing with that? You gonna start confirming them thoughts. You in trouble, my boy, especially if you're dealing with somebody like me. And y'all been on and off. You already in trouble, my boy. So I wait a couple of days, right? Strategically, I started seeing. Now, look, I'm a calculated man. I started seeing, you know what I'm saying, she started watching my stories more than often. You know what I'm saying? She'll slide up, you know what I'm saying, and agree with a quote or something that I done posted, right? So I started posting traps. Right? When I started posting traps, she was like, see, I need to get in for real. You ain't even hit me up yet, you know, because I ain't trying to put it on you like there's no pressure or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I go through her page, you know what I'm saying, trying to see what's going on with old boy, right? So finally she texts me. So what's up? Am I going to get a role in season 2 or not? Let me tell y'all something. Double tap the screen. If you ain't already followed me, hit that follow button. So am I going to get a role in traps? Guess what I hit her with after I done heard her arguing with dude? You gonna have to ask for permission. I'm already done shot my shot at him. And I'm finna have her to step into her authority. I'm finna have her step into her rightful position and see, you're probably about to miss an opportunity because you dealing with an insecure man. I already done shot my shot at him without shooting my shot at him. Listen to me, these are calculated moves. So when I said, you gotta ask for permission. I said, the reason I ain't hit you, I said, I ain't trying to be in the middle of nothing. I heard when I was leaving, dude was like, what you got going on? I ain't trying to be in the middle of none of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, it ain't nothing like that. Can I call you? Yeah, you can call me real quick, you know what I'm saying? I'm guessing because the voice note was going to be too long or the text message was going to be a whole paragraph, right? You already finna spill your beans without me having to get into it. You finna tell me everything about dude, right? So my phone ring, I'm looking at the call ID, looking at me and the call ID, looking at each other. What she put in the phone, it said red. I picked the phone up. What up, though? What you got going on? I act like I'm all excited, like I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Ain't even nothing going on, right? I'm sitting on the couch chilling. She was like, oh, yeah, but I said, hold on real quick. Let me take care of something. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I just put the phone down and just sit right there like I got something going on. Then I move the phone around on the couch like this here. Like it's a whole bunch going on, right? Turn the TV on, turn it up a little bit, turn it back down. Hey, hold on real quick. Move it around on the couch again. Hold on, let me step out of here real quick. I'm gonna put you in my pocket. Give me 1 second. Boom. Try to make her think it's a whole bunch going on over there. Ain't nothing going on. I've been sitting on the couch all day. I'm playing real reindeer game, right? Then I go down the steps. When I'm going down the steps, I got these on right here, right? So as I'm going down the steps, you can hear it. I go lift the garage up. Boom, you can hear it. I get on the phone. Hello. Y'all had to step downstairs. We was in there doing a table read. we was in there doing a table read. What's up, though? See you playing. Like, where y'all at? I'm trying to pull up for real. I'm trying to get in. I said, no. I said, no, I ain't. Listen, look, I'm cool with letting you in. My homeboy and I already said you was straight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm aware of your situation. Like, I ain't finna be into, I ain't even from out here. I ain't trying to be into it with nobody. Dude don't even like you doing skits. Like me putting you in trouble. See, he be messing up the business. That's why we be always into it. I be telling him, people be wanting to do. I just missed a photo shoot the other day, and then 2 days ago, dude want me in his rap video. Big Extra Plug reached out to me like 3 months ago. I couldn't even do that. He talking about, you just want to be around dudes and such and such. You just like attention. You such and such and such and such. I'm trying. I said, look. I feel you on all that. I said, but look, this is my thing. I ain't trying to be into it with no insecure man. I done gunned him down. Listen, I be trying to tell him he insecure. Such. I said, it ain't just insecurity. It's low self-esteem. And see, I don't be trying to hurt his ego or nothing like that's another thing. See, I can't deal with dude's ego. You know what I'm saying? Cause look, I done built my whole life. Everybody else, every other man on this planet put on their pants the same way I do. One leg at a time. They got the same 24 hours in a day that I do. I did 10 years in prison. Listen, been home 8 years. Everything I built, I made a choice to get out here and do it. I ain't finna be dealing with nobody that's connected to somebody They don't know how to control themselves emotionally. I'm talking about at this point, I done fired him up. She was like, well, I feel you. Well, look. I'm going to deal with that. Just tell me what I need to do and such. I said, man, if you can get out, I was like, let's go sit down and let's go eat. Let's go sit down and eat. When you want to go? I said, what? I said, commercial break me, please. She said when? She said when? I said look, I'm in Arlington. I'm like, where you at? She was like, well, I'm in such and such. She was like, but I can come out that way. I said, well, let me finish up this table read that ain't even going on. And I said, then we'll see what's up. She was like, all right, bet. So I'll wait about an hour. I hit her right. What you got going on? I'm talking about, soon as the message said, I see the bubbles pop up. I ain't doing nothing where I need to come to. I said, there's a place out here called the Addy. I said, they got the best burgers in the city. If y'all ain't been to the Addy in Arlington, go to the Addy. So she was like, I'm finna put it in my GPS right now. How you spell it? I said, the Addy. VADDY. She put it in. She said, oh, it's about 35 minutes. I'm finna be on my way right now. I said, bet that. So I drive, boom. I go to the Addy. I order my food. I get in the car. When she pulled up, she texted me. She was like, I'm here. It's a bunch of people in there. I ain't trying to go in and get my food. I sit in the parking lot. I was like, I'm sitting in the car. I was like, jump in the car. She was like, all right, bet. So she get in the car. Guess what? She got the same wig on. She got that same wig. She got them same baby swiggles. Now, I already done shot at his insecurity and low self-esteem. Now I'm finna shoot at something else. So she sit down in the car. Boom. She was like, dang, you ain't give me nothing. I was like, I ain't know what you were going to want. I was like, pull up their menu real quick. I was like, my homegirl work in there. I was like, just tell me what you want. I call, boom, have her bring it out here. Why you here? why we sitting in the car? So I'm sitting right there. I was smashing the burger. She was like, dang, you ain't even. I said, oh, you here. You can have a piece. I was like, these the added fries right here. Boom. She take a bite of the burger. She was like, ooh, that's good. I said, dip it in the sauce though. Now look, another way to get to women, you know what I'm saying, when they hungry, right? I said, dip it in the sauce. She dip it in the sauce. I said, when you dip it in the sauce, when you bite it, hit it with a fry too. She hit it. Ooh, yeah, I want what you got. I said, oh, let me call him real quick. Boom, I get on the phone. I call him. Look, hey, give me another burger, boom. I said, I'm still sitting out here in the car. When you get ready, if you don't, I shoot you something extra, just bring it out here to me. She was like, all right, bet. So we sitting there. I was like, what's up, though? She was like, I told you I'm trying to get in the trap. I ain't worried about dude. I done told dude, look, just do what you do right now. I'm doing what I do. Now she done ran it like she done broke up with Lil Buddy, right? I said, I think that's crazy, man, how these dudes, you know what I'm saying? These women be trying to do their thing. They be trying to hustle, you know what I'm saying? Do what they need to do, however they need to do it. And then they do, and then be getting in the way and be getting in the business or whatever, right? She was like, yeah, I've been trying to tell him that's the reason why we always be getting into it. And she was like, and then he got a lot going on and he don't even really be breaking bread like that. He really just be wanting me to be broke, busted, and disgusted while he doing this and doing that. And such and such. I said, I'm familiar with who he is. She was like, yeah, I'm sure he know who you is too, because I know y'all follow each other, y'all mutuals or whatever. And I done seen him looking at your videos before. I said, yeah, he strike me as one of them. He strike me as one of them flashy dudes, you know what I'm saying? He is, and then he ain't even really got it like that. Look, why? I'm lining it up so I could really come out the hip on it, right? He ain't even really got it like that. He got a lot of these dudes food. I'm talking about jewelry from Shein and everything. I said, the jewelry from Shein? Yeah, I mean, he be having a little something going on, but he ain't got the motion like everybody be thinking. I said, look, here you go. I slide it in there. Can't have the motion like everybody be thinking. You done said he won't let you get your money the way you really need to get it. And then you got them same baby swiggers from a couple of days ago when we was doing the skit. Don't do me. Don't do me. She pulled down the sun visor, right? She pulled down the sun visor and get to looking at it like she can fix it with her hand. So then I reach over, cause listen, then I reach over and grab the hair. I said, Annie, you a little crunchy. I said, you fine though. You fine as hell. I said, but it's a little, I said, Annie, her a little crunchy. I have been having it in my hair about 45 days. I know you have. It look like it's 60 days. You need to do something with that. What you mean I need to do something with that? My homegirl coming out with the burger, right? I rolled the window down. She was like, hey, I said, this such boom, boom. I introduced him or whatever. She like, hey, girl. I said, yeah, I get the burger. Boom, give it to me. The way she moving, as fast she moving to eat the burger, I'm like, I'm starting to wonder if she been getting pimped. Like, you hungry? Your hair ain't done? You know what I'm saying? You probably got coochie. You probably got technical difficulties in the middle of your body. You're sitting there. I'm talking about no shame in eating this burger. I'm looking. I said, oh, my Lord. Is she okay? Blink if you need to be rescued. You hear me, Kyle? I'm looking. I said, what's wrong with her? Smashing the little burger or whatever. I said, dang, she ain't even offer my piece back. You ain't even, listen, you ain't even offer my bite of the burger back. Like, what are you doing? You supposed to hit me back and hit it with the salt and be like, here. Like, come on, now you took 2-3 bites out of my burger. like you tripping. Look. You tripping? What you got going on, cuz? Look. So when she get through eating, like I said, I'm knowing a meal ain't getting you no coochie. Meal ain't getting you no coochie. So I hit her with the so what's up, man? She was like, I'm trying to get in travel. I said, you gonna have to get your hair done. She was like, I need to hustle first. I said, I got you. She said, what? Listen. Not you was surprised like ain't nobody never did that before. She said, what? I said, I got you. I said, whatever you want to get. Quit playing. Like, for real? I said, yeah, call your people right now. I'm going to call my home. Oh, no. Don't call your homegirl. Pull up on your homegirl. We're going to throw something together real quick. Go to the shop. You know what I'm saying? Go to the shop. I'm very blunt. Go to the shop. Take care of your business. Quit playing with me. Throw something together real quick. Go to the shop. You know what I'm saying? Go to the shop. I'm very blunt. Go to the shop. Take care of your business. Quit playing with me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do what we need to do. I said, I'm for real. All right, I'm going to call them. I'm going to see what's up. She leaves. She take the bag with her. She ain't finished the burger. She take the bag with her. She get in the car. She pull off. A day go by. She hit me and let me know how much the hairdo was. I sent the Apple Pay immediately. She take back and say, hold on. Commercial break me, please. If you ain't already followed me, double tap the screen, pow, pow, and hit that follow button one time for the one time. Double tap the screen, pow, pow. If you ain't already followed me, do me a favor, hit that follow button. Soon as I send the money, she take back, where you at? I said, what's up? She was like, ain't no way. I was like, what you mean? She was like, wait, just tell me where you at. I said, I'm out and about right now, I'm chilling. She was like, well, when you get situated, call me, I'm gonna pull up on you wherever you at. I said, look, I'm not trying to be in the middle of nothing you and dude got going on. I'm not trying to be in the middle of nothing y'all got going on. No, there ain't even nothing like that. I'm just saying, you know, you paid for my food. You told me you were gonna put me in traps, and then like you just made me realize that dude really ain't dead and dude ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Then you just boom. Dude so insecure, like he really fake. And then, you know, I told him you were gonna put me in traps. He gonna say, why you around dude for? Why you talking to dude for? You need to block him. Talking about, I need to block you and this and that. You already done more for me. I ain't got time for that no more. I'm trying to go where the money is at. I said, whoa, I ain't say nothing, but I called. I'm trying to go where the money is at. Just tell me where you gonna be at when you get situated. I said, that was up. I get out the phone with it, right? So I get out the phone, I'm riding. I'm already knowing what time it is. The middle of the body done started jumping. You know what I'm saying? That second heartbeat like this hurt. They did commercial break me to explain to you. That's how bad the game is. That's how bad dudes done really made it. They done dogged and mistreated and just moved any kind of way on these women. It don't take much for them to see. Hold on, that's steroid right there. And then these dudes they be having the audacity to not even understand. That's how you lost her, homie. You had a decent woman, good woman, do this, do that for you, stuck around when you were doing all the extra stuff. They done overextended themselves to make sure you didn't feel insecure. Whole time, you sitting over here still acting this way, doing all this nonsense on top of all that, you cheating. And then you wonder why it looked like somebody came around and wasn't around for 2 seconds. And I'm talking about, she didn't even know that the coochie could get wet that way no more, dealing with you. I'm talking about the middle of her body wasn't even operating the way it needed to operate with you no more. She over there in bondage, homie. You got her in captivity. She's been a slave. So now that she done turn around and she done got with somebody, I'm talking about listen to me. So I'm on my way to go to the house, right? I hit my homeboy. I said, man, such and such said she told me to hit up when I give. He said, bro, you ain't even have to tell me. I already know. You already know the girls be talking. I said, what you talking about? He said, man, she done already told sister been telling me. And I think my homegirl like Joe T done woo. Did you done got a Hairdo and everything there? I said, hold on, homie, don't say that like I'm tricking or something. Nah, I ain't saying nothing like that, Joe T. I'm just saying she told her homegirl, you pulled up on y'all when it ate, you know what I'm saying, at the little burger spot or whatever. She said you told her you go get a Hairdo, you gonna put her in, woo, she gonna come to the next table, read or whatever. And then she said, you know what I'm saying, when she was at the shop, she was on the way to the shop, she said how much it was, you just sent the money. She told her homegirl she finna bust it over, Joe T. I said, huh? I said, she finna do what? Man, Joe T, man, you don't pay for that girl her. You don't pay for that girl her. I said, what you saying? He said, man, that's a whole nother level right there. He said, you don't pay for her dude. I said, man, I said she did say she had the hair in her hair for 45 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm saving her some money if I pay for the hair. I'm saving her 45 days worth of money. Look, so I get to the house and I'm a tease at heart, right? I'm a tease at heart. So I text her, hey, what you got going on? She hit me back. I ain't got nothing going on. You done got to where you going? Yeah, I done got to where I'm going, but I'm trying to see what's up because I ain't trying to build a middle or nothing. I done told you not to worry about dude. You need to worry about yourself. I said, oh, she done hit me with a Lil Wayne bar. So we go back and forth, right? All of a sudden, dramatic effect me, please. An attachment come through. I see the attachment come through. I don't open it up, right? I don't open it up. You do know if you hold down when a text message come through, you can hold it down. It'll open it, but it won't show that you read it. So I hold the thing down, right? I watch a little bit of the video. It's giving coochie print. I said, ooh. I let it go. It's still showing unread. Don't say I didn't put you up on no game. Double tap the screen for that right there. If you ain't already following me, hit the follow button. So I squeeze down on it again, right? I can't zoom, so I gotta do it manually. So when I hit it, I zoom in myself. Interesting. I'm looking at the coochie print, me and the coochie print looking at each other, right? I said, I wonder if it's sick. That's what I said. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to you. When women want to give it up too easy, I got to question you. I got to wonder what's going on, why you willing to give it up that easy. And then on top of that, I got to consider the people that you dealt with before me. So you done told me this dude is insecure. So 9 times out of 10, insecure men also have a lack of self-control. So they sleeping with multiple people, then they coming home and they taking it out on you. Don't say I didn't put y'all up on game. So when I got to consider the possibility of him bringing home an STD, right? So I do it one more time. Lean in on it. I look at the coochie. I'm trying to see if the coochie, if it's just a little wet, even through the underwear and the shorts. I didn't see no juices coming out at all. So I already strike that up to coochie technical difficulties. I let go of it. Then she hit me with a tape. I read, you can read the text without, if it's enough on there and it ain't running off right. So it said, why you taking so long to open the text? I go on and hit it right. I said, I was using the bathroom. She don't even know I done watched it 3 times. This done watched me 3 times. We done watched each other, right? So I wait for a little minute. I wait. I don't send no emoji back, no nothing. I just set the phone down, right? I set the phone down. I'm going to wait for her to say something. Now I'm finna make her feel like, dang, did I do too much? Was it one, right? So I sit back, right? I see the little blue bubbles pop up. I'm looking down at the bubbles looking at me, me and the bubbles looking at each other. I can't wait to see this response. She say, did I do too much? I sit back again like this here. At this point, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm a little toxic. I done got a little aroused. See, I told you I'm a tease at heart. See, I got my own little games I need to play right. So at this point, I'm thinking, it's a little cat and mouse. We're playing a little game, right? So I text, when I start, it's toxology. So I started texting, but I'm knowing the blue bubbles done popped up by the time I'm getting ready to respond. So as I'm texting, I delete the text. I just need the blue bubbles to pop up so I can make her, so the excitement can pop up in her head to see what it is I'm finna say. Then I delete the message. Boom, 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 boom. And I sit back. I see her blue bubbles pop up. Dang, what's up? I do it again. Pop, 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 pop. Then I delete it. Yeah, I delete it. I'm sitting over here. Look, I go on and do my little celebratorial dance in advance. I'm over here like this in front of the phone. She don't even know what's going on. I'm over here like this. Listen. So then I text back. I said, it look good. Is that all? I ain't even gonna lie, I got my mind over here. I said, the middle of my body done jumped up. She said, well, let me see then. Dang, I done let you. I said, man, you sent me a little twerk video with a look. You talking about let you see. No, I don't do stuff like that. I don't do, no. She said, I'm finna see you something else. Do whatever you please. Do whatever you please. She sent me another one. When she sent me that one, I texted said, so when you still trying to pull up? What you got going on? You still trying to pull up? She was like, I'm trying to pull up. I said, I'm gonna shoot you the address and say you can go pull up over here. Let me see what you got going on real quick. I send the address. As soon as I send the address, she say, I'm on my way. I call my homeboy. Hey, call her homegirl and see if dude still got something going on with girl. Nah, I already know that, bro. They into it right now. Whatever. Yeah, dude was at. She said, she called dude. He was supposed to be in somewhere last night or whatever. He wasn't answering the phone. And her and the homegirl was finna go over there or whatever. So, I don't know what they got going on. I said, this revenge could do it too. I said, this a lick back could do. I said, it wasn't just that I paid for her 9 times 10 because I paid for her. I said, but this some lick back could do it. I said, say less, my boy. I get off the phone. At that point, I'm finna go take a shower. Listen, I'm finna go take a shower and shave and everything. I'm already knowing, listen, she finna go she finna cut up. I'm talking about she done caught him in a situation? A lick back could do it? Oh, she finna go insane in here. I go over and take a shower. She told me, I'm outside, I don't know. I said, I'm finna come out and get you, right? I come outside, listen to me. I got the pajamas on. I'm talking about I got the pajamas on. I've been washing them, every 3 days for like 6 years. So you know what I'm saying? They real thin, almost see-through. So when I'm walking, it look like I got that hammer on me, but it's the middle of my body because it's so thin. So when I'm walking, it's like this here, right? So I go down to the door. I walk to the gate. She walking towards the car. Look. Bow leg from a 7 to a 10. I walk up to her. I notice instantly. Boom, she goes straight down to it. This is intentional. What does you mean? I hit her with the sideways hug. What's up? You good? Boom. We walk in the house, right? We walking out. She talking about, dang, it smell good in here. She was like, why you got them on for? She done stopped in the middle of the floor. She's like, and why you wearing them for? I said, what you mean why I'm wearing them for? You done sent me 3 videos like that. Then you got the nerve to say something like, what you mean what I'm wearing these for? What you sent me them videos for? Boy, I'm finna play with you, turn some music on. I give her the remote. Here you go. Turn on what you want to go. She turned on. I'm for well business. Big dude. Hey, you got some wine or something? I said, nah, you have to do what you do. Sober over here. So look, she get the dance or whatever. Then finally she sit down, right? Let me put y'all up on some game, man. Y'all double tap the screen real quick. If you ain't already followed me, do me a favor real quick. Hit the follow button. Double tap the screen. If you ain't already followed me, hit the follow button. So she sit down on the couch. When she sit down on the couch, she prop her legs up on me, right? She prop her legs up on me. Now, if you've been following me for some years, then you know I'm in arm's reach of coconut oil at any given time, right? So as I'm sitting down, when I come from the shower, I done brought the coconut oil with me. I done sit it down. It's on the table. Because I hadn't decided if I wanted to finesse her with one of my great massages or not. I hadn't made up my mind at that point. So I'm sitting down on the couch. She prop her legs up on me. I lean over, right? Grab the coconut oil, slowly take the top off. Set the top down, because you got to move with a sense of control. Me dealing with a woman, you know what I'm saying? Don't be moving all sloppy and all rough. I said, what's up, man? She was like, what you mean? What you finna do with that coconut oil? I go, now I'm finna pull a boomerang on her. I'm finna pull an Eddie. I need to check the feet. You know what I'm saying? So I go to pull the sock off. She pulled her foot back. I said, well, hold on. I grabbed the foot. Aggressive, gentle aggression, though. Look, what's up? What you got going on? She was like, what you doing on my feet? I said, I'm rubbing on your feet real quick. You know what I'm saying? I called a dude that's secure. I done put up on game. I done paid for her. You done sent me the video. Now you over here. Now, you got to I just got to give you the treatment all the way through, right? I got to give you the treatment all the way through. So she was like, my feet ain't done. I was like, man, I ain't worried about the feet. I said, is the heel rough, though? It might be. I said, that's cool. That's because you keep going back and forth to them people, thinking them people really what they doing you like a janky carbon permit, and they making you keep coming back. That's why your heel is hard like that. Just wash it with water. She was like, whatever. I take the sock out, right? Toes ain't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got a bunch of pecans on them or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rubbing on. I said, man, be real with me, man. What's up with you and dude? Now, let me tell you, I'm put y'all up on game, my boy. Y'all double tap that screen. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. If you ain't already following me, hit the follow button. Double tap the screen. Hit the follow button. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. I need everybody. It's 1,000 people on here. I need every one of you to double tap the screen. And if you ain't already following me, hit the follow button. Now, when you done got in a woman's mind, and when you got in her head like that, she comfortable, she chilling, she laid back, guards is down. Her mind is already in that place. Let me explain to you, men, something else about leading. Now, in this moment right here, this is an opportunity to lead, but in a different way. She expected me. She already expected that I'm finna go ahead and take care of the business. But in her mind, she probably thinking the middle of her body is what's about to win me over. See, that's what you done did with most men. And you automatically think once we, you know what I'm saying, once we do that, then. But see, this is how you really set this off right here. You got to set this off right here. So I get to talking to her, and she don't know I'm finna turn this into Dr. Phil. Listen, I'm finna turn this into Dr. Phil. So she was like, well, I actually, even when I met him, everything wasn't what it was supposed to be. I had got to fighting at this club. You ever been in Deep Ellum? I think it's called Off the Cuff. I said, no, I ain't never been, but I know where it's at, right there on that corner when you come around. I think they got Canva right there now. She was like, yeah, Canva, yep, you turn right there, boom, then it's right there on that corner at that light. She was like, yeah, so I had got into it with this girl or whatever, and actually it was somebody he used to talk to. So me and the girl get into it. He come over there and he defend me. I ain't even knowing this somebody he really used to deal with. He defended me, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciated it. Then when we walked off, he told me, you know what I'm saying, she that's the type of stuff she be into and this and that. So I ain't even gonna lie. I was really on some, I couldn't whoop her. She called her a B, right? I couldn't whoop her. So I figured I'm gonna go on and just give up, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, we got the kicking, and I ain't gonna lie, we got the kicking it real tough or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I liked him like he was give up, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, we got the kicking, and I ain't gonna lie, we got the kicking it real tough or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I liked him like he was cool. And then I noticed after about 2-3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, he started switching it up on me. Like, he wanted to know where I was at all the time. He didn't want me around my friends. And then he knew some of my homegirls, and he telling me my homegirls be into this, and this homegirl used to mess with this dude and used to mess with that dude, and like he running all these things down to me, and I really liked him. And you know how us women be the whole time. Listen to me. I'm on the feet like this here. I'm on the feet. I'm on the heel. I'm pushing the heel up. I'm on the heel like this here. I'm talking about it. Then hit it with the thumb like this here. And the whole time, you know, I'm thinking like, okay, let me, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking we finna, you know what I'm saying? We going out all the time. I done brought him around my people. He done brought me around his people. You know what I'm saying? I done met his son and all, you know what I'm saying? I done cooked for him a couple of times. I'm in the middle of the foot like this here. I'm talking about, you see that rotation on that thumb? I'm on it like this here. And then on the other foot, I'm just slowly preparing the other foot. You know what I'm saying? I got the thumb like this here. And the other foot, I'm on her. She don't know what she getting herself to. Look, what's up, Zena? So she get to telling me all. She get to telling me all this stuff. At this point, I'm coming up the ankle right here on the calf. I'm on the calf behind that boy like it. Like for real? Yeah, and then you already know, like, it's so, like, things got to moving so fast, right? At this point, I'm on the thigh. I get close enough, right up here, you know, right up here in this part where it's almost ticklish, right? It's almost ticklish. Just a little more aggression. And then she jumped like this here. When she jumped back, I'm looking at her, she looking at me, we looking at each other. She give me the little smirk, right? So what's up, you straight? Yeah. You straight? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. Keep talking though. So then by that time, I ain't even gonna lie, I really started liking him and I had slowed down a lot of stuff that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was about a girl. I said, you was about a girl? Yeah, I said, I used to come out with the word, she was like, yeah, I used to do all that. Let me see you do it. She get ready to jump up. I grab her leg real tight. I said, nah, I'm just playing. So I stay on the leg. She was like, you know what you doing, don't you? I'm like, what you talking about? So at this point, I tell my man, y'all remember I told you I got mind control on the middle of my body. I tell the middle of my body, jump up. My man instantly. Listen to me, thick, long, wide, strong. I'm about stiff. I about lifted her other leg up off her, man. Look, her other leg jumped. She said, boy. I said, what's up? She was like, I tell my man, do it again. Her leg lift up. I said, boy, strong, man. Like you been lifting weights up there. She was like, you, boy. But go ahead, keep telling me whatever you telling me. I switched to the other leg, right? I switched to the other leg. She was like, you need to quit playing with me. You need to quit playing with me, boy. What you doing? She leaned up like she finna kiss me. Hold on, what you got going on? what you doing? She was like, nah, I'm not gonna let you keep playing with me. I said, nah. I said, I really want to talk to you though. She was like, talk to me about what? I said, man, look, really in life, you gotta understand that. Y'all know I got to go with my testimony, right? I'm like, man, I did 10 years in prison. Been home almost 8. I was like, one thing I realized, you can't let nobody steal your peace, steal your happiness, steal your joy. You know what I'm saying? Because when all that stuff, it start tapping into your creativity, what you capable of doing. Years gonna blow by you. You gonna look up and you gonna realize you wasted a lot of your life on trying to please people and be a part of this and be a part of that and doing this and doing that, overextending yourself. Never got to live a life for yourself. She was like, I know, tell me about it. So I get to tell I get to boom, 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 boom. And she done lick by this, she done lean back like this here. She just listening. I'm looking at her at the corner of my eye, but at the same time, I'm looking at the music. The music, we got the music turned down, watching the music video, but I'm watching that she paying attention. At this point, I'm knowing her mind done went to a different place and the middle of her body like this here. So now she don't even really know what to do. Because now not only I done kind of entice you done entice me, we done entice each other. But now at this point, hold on, he kicking out. It's like he talking to me. And see, a lot of women don't get that. You automatically gonna get, oh, he want the one thing. But see, she ain't paying attention. I'm also paying attention to you. You just told me that you basically got this dude by you just told me you ended up in the situation because you got into it with the girl, and then you thought you like doing something by getting your lick back by not fighting the girl, by sleeping with her dude. Now we're looking at a cycle. We're looking at a cycle. And it ain't enough mature people out here, men or women. When you hear people's story and you hear people's situation, you ain't paying attention to the cycle of how you just done became a part of the cycle. And it ain't finna be long. It's the same kind of activity. It's the same behavior. It's the exact same thing. It just done came full circle. You tell me you end up talking to this dude because of this girl. You sleep with this dude and you thinking that's your lick back. You end up entangled to this person. And now it's the same situation. I done told you about this person. You said dude wanted you to block me. He blocking you from your blessings and things you want to do. Now you want to turn and you send me videos, you send me pictures. In your mind, I'm your come up. But then you also thinking, only thing I gotta do is give him some. Who? Huh? I did 10 years in prison. Do you not understand? Me and my hand became my best friend for 10 years. Commercial break me, please. Let that go back. Y'all double tap the screen for me. Double tap the screen. If you ain't already followed me, do me a favor. Hit the follow button. Double tap the screen as the sirens come through. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen if you ain't already following me. Hit the follow button. So as I'm sitting there, as I'm conversing with her, right? I'm talking to her, she talking back. We conversing. We having a whole little conversation. She ain't even realized I done peeped the cycle in you. See, the scripture talk on men taking advantage of widows because of vulnerability. A lot of men don't realize sometimes you taking advantage, you done peep a person's vulnerabilities. You done peep that her being transparent, you don't weaponize that by knowing what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what to say, what not to say, how to move, how not to move based on what you don't watch and listen to what happened in the past. Even though I wanted, even though, you know what I'm saying, as far as lust, I wanted to, because I told you I seen a couple of the little videos or whatever. I go over there, I told you I coochie print the whole entire, but I'm also very aware of myself. This ain't gonna do nothing but turn into a cycle even for myself. I know my vices, women and money. So even though I can want something, I can have a desire for it, my lust may be, but I also know you do know if you do that where it's going, right? You do know then you're gonna have to plan an exit strategy. You do know if that happens, then this could happen. And that, I'm already looking far on down the line, and a lot of people who have not reached that place in their life, they not looking far down the line. They looking at right then and there in the moment. They don't care how or what goes down. And most men don't realize, homie, you the reason. My mama told me a couple of years ago, if you don't want it, don't you put your pig in on. You don't know what that pig is, that they don't know what to tell you. If you don't want it, don't be putting your pig in on. And it took me years to even realize what that means, because most women operate on an emotional side more than anything. We operating on rational. And then by the time you realize that it was just a quick moment of lust, lack of self-control, and you done did that. Now that woman in her feelings, and now she trying to figure out why you doing this and doing that. That's because you ain't man enough to say, man, I should have never did that. I should have and this was the reason this happened. And that's why a lot of men don't have the heart and the courage to be like, look, they string you along. But in there, we get to talking, and as we talking, she raised up and she sit on me, right? And she sit on me. When she sit on me, she got her hand down on my shoulder, right? And she was like, why you playing on me? She get the rocking on me like this here, right? She get the rocking. I said, I ain't playing with you. I'm talking about she feel that wood, my man. I'm talking about my man strong. I'm talking about benching. It feel like he been benching 365. I already know it. She already know it. But I'm out in this moment, I'm still locked in on what I need to do. Cause sometimes, let me explain something to y'all. When just because that meat done jumped up, it don't necessarily mean all the time we want to sleep with you. I just be sensitive to the touch. But I could be aware in my mind. I could be aroused, but it does not mean emotionally in my mental that I want to do it, right? So while she's sitting right there, I keep talking. Never touch the middle of her body. Never reach back, hit her with this here. Never reach for this. Never, none of that. I sit there and just chill. We get to talking to the point where I'm guessing she peeped. I don't do it, right? She stand up and she was like, what's up? What we doing? Now I'm noticing at this point you feeling rejected. Here we go again. I'm finna let them shots all right. I said, I'm gonna explain something to you. I said, man, you cool. I said, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Really, I'm gonna shoot it straight, right? I said, man, I've been wanting to knock you down. She was like, what? Why don't you do it? At this point, she go to take her shirt off. I was like, nah, this shit. She was like, dang, what's up? I said, I don't want you to feel rejected. I said, but you ain't in a place mentally to be sleeping with nobody, especially not me. I said, because after we sleep together, then you're gonna be feeling like it's more than what it is. And if I'm gonna be real with you, if I'm gonna do that, then I'm already knowing after that. I ain't even for the, She was like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't think you paying attention to, your cycle and your patterns. I was like, I don't know if anybody ever told you. I said, but I can't be a part of your cycle and your pattern. Then I'm gonna become another page in your story. I'd rather go ahead and just tell you the truth and leave it like it is. She was like, so you telling me? I said it ain't rejection. I said, I'm just trying to keep it real with you, try to keep fun with you like a far. I said, because if I do that, then I'm already knowing. And the truth of the matter, like I said, I've been wanting to, me being aware of your situation. I ain't never had it in my mental that I would even fool with you like that on that level anyway. So I'd rather not even do that. I was like, I ain't even gonna lie. She was like, well, you act like, I said, yeah. I said, I ain't even gonna, I stand up in front of her. I'm talking, but I done pulled a little move. All the men know what I'm talking about. My man, he died. I straightened him up and put him on my stomach right in front of me, right? She go to reach and touch him. I let her touch him. I ain't gonna lie. I let her pat that dog. I let her pat that dog. When she reached, boom, she was like, you sure she hit my man? I was like, nah. I go ahead and get my little, nah, we ain't gonna do that. And I get the rocking like this here right now. I ain't even reach to see if the juice. She was like, you gotta be playing. I was like, nah, we chill. I was like, you hungry? She was like, a little bit. What you? I said, you wanna go get something to eat? Boy, hey, I know you, quit playing on me. I said, what are you talking about? She was like, so we done, I said, nah, we done kicked it. I said, at this point, I was like, you family. I was like, man, we gonna add you in the trap and this, and that. And she was like, man, quit playing on me. I said, nah, I'm dead serious. I was like, we can go get something to eat. We can come back and chill, whatever. I said, I do got some wine, though. I said, you want some wine? Josie, I'm not finna be playing with you, Josie. Quit. Boy, she go to, I said, nah. I said, I'm dead serious. I said, I'm dead serious. I said, nah, I'm chilling. I said, I can't do that to you. You want to go eat or not? Where you want to go? I'm going to go to your spot. The Addy. We're going to go get you a burger. I guess. She got a little attitude at this point. She got a little attitude. We go to the little burger spot. We kick it. We come back. Boom. I don't even bring her back in the house. You can jump in your car from right here. You can go on about your business. I guess she done called her homeboy. My homeboy called me. Man, Joe T, what you got going on? I said, I couldn't do it, bro. He said, why not? I said, I would have drove her crazy. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to you. She would have been in a straitjacket. Her homegirl would have been wondering when she went there. She would have ended up in a mental hospital. They would have said she was messing with that TikToker. She went over with okay, so boom. He told her a couple of stories. Next thing you know, she was in a straitjacket. She was in there going crazy. They had to put a needle in her butt and put her to sleep. They talking about, dude, I'll tell you. I said, man, hey. I said, I couldn't do it. He said, bro, you. I said, I couldn't do it, bro. He sent over here next time. I said, listen, I ain't sending her nowhere. But that's just what it is. That's my story time for the day. And y'all be thinking I be playing. I done operated in self-control like that before. It's several women right now. I guarantee you they can come out and be like, nah, the dude said, and then I walk off and I be in my mind like, they gonna think I'm, you know what I'm saying? They gonna think I'm a little, like I'm a part of the perverted rainbow club or something. Now, sometimes I'm 37, finna be 38. Sometimes I just realize, man, that's going to turn into a bad situation. It's going to turn into a bad situation real fast. Some men know it's certain side pieces men done picked on the basis of they sit around and observe them long enough to know they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna get on no fake pages and look, they gonna play their role. They done observed it to that point. But it's some men look at certain situations and say, nah, I can't do that with her. Cause at some point, she gonna wanna tell my woman, cause she gonna wanna expose it and think, oh, she gonna be able to get me once she cut it off. It's the same thing with women. Women, if they move in a certain type of way, they know this dude right here, now he little too, now he gonna call at 11 o'clock and say that I ain't hear them and know what I done told you, don't call me after 8. It's just when you playing them type of games, you know what's going on if you done been in the street. And me, I'm just one of them dudes who know, you know what I'm saying, to really appreciate this. I just know, you know what I'm saying, if I would have one leg up, one arm on neck, one arm on funnel, and mine. I know she would have woke up in the morning and been ready to go elope. She'd have been asking we were going to Vegas. What we going to Vegas for? They got the what's names down there. they got what down there? Craps? What, you not gonna shoot? What, you not gonna play slots? Nah, I can't do that to you. Can't do that to you. Now, sometimes you just know not to prey on people's vulnerabilities and people's emotions. If you ain't already followed me, do me a favor. Double tap that screen and hit the follow button. And if you ain't got me on YouTube, go follow me on YouTube, Joe Baker. I got plenty of them on there. And we're going to do this again tonight. I ain't done it in a long time. And it feel good to be back. Y'all be cool. How y'all be cool? Y'all hold it down. It's your boy, Joe T. Nah, I ain't got one more story, man. Y'all ain't finna. Now, cash at me $1 then. Cash at me $1. I got you. Cash at me $1. Okay, so boom. Nah, I ain't even gonna do that. We'll do it tonight. Y'all come back and chill with your boy tonight.